It's me and then my bad side.
I understand. Everybody's got a quote good and bad side. There's people.
No, it's a voice. The voice isn't here, and then it's me. It's just regular me.
Interrogations can be unsettling and intense, and sometimes it's hard to comprehend what's going on in someone's mind. In this video, we'll present two cases that will leave you puzzled and in disbelief. Number 1. Valentine's Day Massacre. This is Nicholas Cruz, the Valentine's Day Parkland school shooter. On February 14, 2018, a 19-year-old named Nicholas Cruz carried out a shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, USA. Tragically, 17 people were killed and 17 others were injured. Cruz, who used to be a student at the school, fled the scene but was later arrested in a nearby town. Authorities looked into his troubled past and concerning behavior.
Oh my God!
His shooting was the deadliest high school mass shooting in U.S. history.
Douglas in Parkland, Florida,
surpassing the Columbine High School massacre in Colorado in 1999. The incident occurred during a time when there was strong public support for gun control following other mass shootings in Nevada and Texas in 2017.
and I'm gonna go take an Uber in the afternoon before 2:40. From there, I'll go onto school campus, walk up the stairs, unload my bags, and get my AR and shoot people.
After the tragic shooting at Parkland, students formed Never Again MSD, an advocacy group advocating for gun control. In response to the incident, Governor Rick Scott signed a bill on March 9th, which introduced new restrictions to Florida's gun laws.
Today, I'm calling for a mandatory law enforcement officer in every public school.
The bill also allowed for trained teachers to carry weapons and for the hiring of school resource officers. The Broward County Sheriff's Office faced widespread criticism for its handling of the situation. They were criticized for not taking action despite receiving multiple warnings about the shooter's concerning behavior. Additionally, some officers were found to have stayed outside the school instead of confronting the shooter immediately. As a result, several officers resigned, and Sheriff Scott Israel was removed from his position.
Horrific, homicidal, detestable act.
A commission appointed by Governor Scott investigated the incident and condemned the police inaction. They recommended that school districts across the state implement enhanced security measures.
Focus is on bringing in law enforcement. I think you need to have individuals that are trained.
The perpetrator of this heinous crime was finally held accountable. His interrogation is seriously mind-boggling. The interrogation started normally, with the detective slowly but surely asking the right questions.
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Nick, like I said, the questions are going to get a lot more difficult than what your phone.
Dude.
Okay, but when?
I can't remember, dude. I can't.
Okay, Nick, calm down.
Okay.
You've already been medically cleared. I know what's going to be talked about is difficult, but again, you don't remember your phone number. How long have you had the phone? How long have you had the phone? Nick, the doctor's already looked at you.
Okay.
Okay, you're fine. You're not having any problems at the moment, and you're perfectly fine. So calm your breathing down, all right? And I want to believe certain things that you're going to tell me, but, you know, if we're getting to where you're going to hyperventilate over a phone number, okay? All right.
All right.
So what's your phone number? Huh?
954.
Okay, 954
821.
821. Calm down. Take a deep breath.
107.
107.
107.
What is it?
107.
Okay, there's one more.
20.
Okay, 954 821
2007.
200.
No. 1007.
1007. And again, going back to what kind it is, do you know if it's an iPhone, a
I
Samsung?
don't know.
How long have you had it? Every kid knows what the phone is, man. I got kids your age.
Ever since my mother died.
I know, I heard about that. That's what I was going to talk about next. All right. So, but you had it since your mom died. How long has your mom passed?
I can't remember, I think.
Okay. This year or last year?
November.
November? Okay. Okay. When your mom passed, were you living with her? Okay. What city was that? Parkland? Okay. Remember the address?
No.
No? Who else stayed with you in Parkland?
Cruz was pretending to have mental issues, but the detective sees right through his act. The detective isn't letting him take control of the investigation and keeps questioning him relentlessly.
I mean, have you worked anywhere? Where are you working at?
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree? How long you worked there?
2 years.
2 years? Which one? What city?
Parkland.
Parkland? What do you do for them? What kind of job?
Cashier.
Cashier? So you go to school during the day and you work at night, or you go work at night and go to school, or you work during the day and go to school at night? Which one do you do?
Go to school in the morning.
Okay.
From there.
Okay.
Go to work.
So you've been able to hold down a job for 2 years. That's pretty good, right?
Yes.
Other than Dollar Tree, where else did you ever work?
Lawn mowing.
What?
Lawn mowing.
Lawn mowing? Oh, okay. All right. When you tried to kill yourself with alcohol, your mom was still alive. What were you depressed about back then?
Loneliness.
Loneliness?
Loneliness.
Friends? No friends? Or what kind of loneliness? I mean, everybody gets lonely.
Solitude.
Solitude? You don't have a lot of friends?
No.
Okay. Today, when I say today, starting from last night when you went to bed to this morning, did you do any kind of drugs at all? Any Xanax, any marijuana, anything like that? No? Okay. All right. I always ask these questions because I don't know you, man. Crazy question. Where are you at right now? Do you know, are you in what kind of building you're in? Do you know what I do for a living? I'm a police detective. You know that?
No.
Okay, well, I'm a police detective. All those guys that escorted you coming down in the car in the uniforms, you know what they are?
SWAT.
No, they're police officers. You recognize their uniform as a police officer? See my badge there? Can't see it past my big stomach, but my name is John Curcio, and I'm a detective for the Sheriff's Office. So what I did is I got a lot of background on you, and I can tell right now that you understand that this is a police department, and I'm a police officer. Okay? All right, so one of the things I want to do is we need to start talking about what happened and why it happened. Have you ever been in trouble before where you've been involved with police officers?
Yes.
What was that all about?
Shooting animals.
Shooting animals?
Yes.
What kind of animals?
Chicken.
And what city was that in?
Parkland.
You get arrested for it, or they take you home? What happened?
They came to the door.
Okay.
Asking if we had guns.
Okay, was this when you were staying with your mom, or with
Yeah,
you?
when I was a long time ago.
Oh, how long a time ago?
6 years ago.
Okay, so when you were like 13, when you were a juvenile? Okay, so did they actually arrest you? You were shooting, you shot a chicken? What'd you shoot the chicken with?
Pelican.
A pelican? Okay, is that the only time you ever been in any contact with the police?
No.
What else? What other contacts you had with the police?
Riding bike.
Riding bikes?
Yes.
Motorbikes or regular bikes?
Regular bikes.
Okay, you never got arrested though? Did you ever get any of those civil citations or tickets or anything like that? Alright, so you've never really been in any kind of trouble, right? Okay.
Cruz worked at Dollar Tree for 2 years and also did online lawn mowing jobs. He has managed to keep a job for 2 years, but he has experienced feelings of loneliness and depression in the past. Despite this, he did not use any drugs. The interviewer told him that he is a police detective.
You don't have to answer it. I'm not going to force you to answer any questions. So do you understand that one? Okay. All right. You have the right to remain silent. That means you don't have to talk to me at all. That is, you need not to talk to me or answer any questions if you do not want to. Basically, if you don't want to talk to me, you say you don't want to talk to me. And I can't force you to talk to me. So do you understand that?
I guess.
Well, I can't guess. It's
Yeah.
yes, no, or I don't understand, but we're going to read it one more time. You have the right to remain silent. That is, you need not talk to me or answer any questions if you do not want to. Do you understand? That means if you answer a question, it's because you want to answer it, not because I want you to answer it. It's because you want to answer it. Do you understand that? You gotta say yes, no.
Yes.
Okay. Say it one more time so I can hear you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Should you talk to me, anything you say can and may be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that?
Court of law.
Yes. What you're going to say to me, I can repeat as a matter of the investigative record of this case. So if this goes over to a court of law, then whatever you're and me are going to talk about, I can repeat. So should you talk to me, anything you say can and may be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So let me just rephrase that for you. If you say something good, I'm going to repeat it. If you say something bad, I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to tell the truth as to what our conversation is.
Okay.
So whatever you say, I'm going to repeat. And it could be in a court of law. Okay. So you understand that one? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. You have the right to talk to an attorney before talking to me, and to have an attorney here with you during questioning now or in the future. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. If you cannot afford to retain your own attorney and you want an attorney, one will be appointed for you before we ask you any questions. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you decide to answer the questions now without an attorney present, you'll still have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to an attorney. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, now, those are your rights. No one can understand your rights as I've explained them to you. Are you willing to continue talking to me without an attorney present? You gotta say it, you can't just shake your head.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you've met a lot of police officers before me, and I'm the last one, like I told you. Have any other policemen read you what I just read you? Okay.
No.
And did you ever say anything to them that you didn't want to talk to? Okay.
Afraid.
You were afraid, but did you say you didn't want to talk to anybody?
No.
Okay. All right. Come on, walk. All right. It was hot out there today. I know you made some comments about different things that have been going on. You said you were lonely. Today, when you obviously went up to the school, do you remember how you got up to the school?
I got into more problems.
What was the more problems?
Failing class.
Okay.
Not going to school.
Okay. And this was all while your mom was still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Did there come a point in time where you just stopped going there, or they expelled you?
Or I just stopped going and then transferred me.
They transferred you? When they transferred you, was that upsetting to you?
Yeah.
Okay. When you got transferred, were you still going out with Emily?
Stopped talking.
You stopped talking to her after the fight, or when you started having these bad grades?
Having bad grades.
So other than the gun being cool, why did you need a gun like that? Just because you wanted it?
To feel safe.
To feel safe? Okay, we'll talk about that a little bit. Alright, you go to the hospital, the doctors clear you. And you're talking about demons. What are the demons?
The voices.
Well, tell me about it. What are the voices about?
It's another voice, the evil side.
Okay. And how long has that voice been going on?
Years.
Okay. When did it start, you think? When your mom passed?
It started, worse when my mom passed.
Okay. Did it start how many years before your mom passed, do you think?
When my father died.
Okay. Did you ever tell anybody about the voice? Never? And what does the voice say to you? Well, what does it tell you to do?
Burn, kill, destroy.
Okay, burn, kill, destroy what?
Anything.
Okay. But have you ever burned, killed, or destroyed anything? What have you burned, killed, or destroyed?
Burned, just fire, set fire.
To what?
In the pit. Fire.
Oh, a fire pit. Okay, well, I mean, the voice told you to burn something, you built a fire in a fire pit. What's destructive about that? That's what fire pits are made for. What else did the voice tell you to do that's...
Kill animals.
Okay, have you ever killed animals?
Yes.
What kind of animals?
Birds.
Birds? Wild birds or people's
Birds.
pets? How do you kill them?
Birds.
How do you kill them?
Wait for them, kill them.
Oh, can't catch them, so how are you waiting for them?
Out in the grass. Wait for a bird to come up.
There's no way, man. I'm a bird lover. There's no way. You can't catch a bird, Holmes.
No, I mean like...
With a pelican? Oh, okay. Where's your pelican?
It broke.
Okay. All right. So the voices tell you to hurt animals and start fires in the fire pit. All right. You never told anybody. You never told your mom. You ever told your brother? You told Zach about it. All right. Now I asked you earlier what Zach's phone number was. Do you really remember it or not?
No.
Where's your phone at now? Was it on you when the police stopped you?
No.
What'd you do with it?
I don't know. I lost it.
But is Zach's phone number in your... No? When was the last time you spoke to Zach?
Last month.
Okay, where's he living with? Who's he living with? You're staying with your friend brother. Who's he staying with?
I don't know.
You don't know? When you talked to him last month, did he tell you who he's staying with?
No.
Is he staying with some kind of relative?
Family friend.
Family friend? You know the family friend's name?
I'm trying to remember.
Okay, well, you think about that while we're talking. Because other than Zach, who else have you told about this voice? No one. Okay. And I can't remember, did you say you told your mom before she passed? No? Okay, so Zach's the only one you ever told. How about Emily? Did you ever tell Emily about the voice?
I think I did.
You think you did? You're not sure, though?
Not sure.
You know Emily's last name?
Renner.
Brenner? Okay. Is she still a student out there?
Huh?
Is she still a student out at Douglas?
She doesn't go to Douglas.
She doesn't go to Douglas anymore? Alright, so let's talk about the last couple days. When was the last time you heard the voice?
Yesterday.
What time was it yesterday?
It was at night.
Okay. And where were we at?
Work.
You're at work? So you're at Dollar Tree. And what's the voice telling you?
Hurt people.
To hurt people. Hurt people at Dollar Tree? Or hurt people?
Hurt people in general.
Okay. Doesn't say specifically who? Alright. So what happens? Do you hear the voice this morning or no? Okay, well, what's the voice saying this morning? Okay, let's talk about it. Did the voice didn't tell you to take Uber, right?
Yes, it did.
It did?
Yes.
The voice said take Uber.
Yes.
Did
The voice is in me.
You're the voice.
In here.
Okay, it's in your head.
Yes.
What is it? A male voice or a female voice?
Male.
Male. Can you tell how old the voice is?
My age.
Okay. Do you have a good voice too, or just a bad voice? Is there a voice inside you that says, do good things? No?
It's always bad.
Can't be. You held down a job for 2 years. If you were doing things bad, you wouldn't be able to hold a job down for 2 years, right? Okay. I mean, look, Everybody has,
It's me and then my bad side.
I understand, everybody's got a quote good and bad side. There's people.
No, it's a voice. The voice isn't here, and that is me. Just regular me. Just trying to be a good person.
Okay. But obviously, again, when you say it's a voice, it's you. It's all you. The voice is you as well.
Yeah.
The voice didn't force you to do anything, right?
No, the voice did. It's two voices.
Uh-huh.
There's one half that's the good and then the bad.
Yeah. Okay, well, the voice tells me to go to lunch and not pay for my meal, but I pay for my meal because I know that's the right thing to do, right? You've asked 2 or 3 times to me today that you don't deserve stuff. I understand that. But the bad side is you as well. Everybody's got a good and a bad side. You know, do you have any other family members, like uncles or aunts or anything?
Yes.
Where do they live?
New York.
New York, or what city in New York?
I don't know.
Upstate or the big city, or?
In New York, that's all I know.
When your mom passed away, why didn't any of your relatives take you in?
No will.
No will?
No.
What does that mean?
Living will.
Yeah, but I don't have to have a living will. If my sister's kids die, I'm going to take them in and help them out. Was somebody helping you financially other than yourself pay your bills? Were any of your relatives sending you money? So you're paying all your own bills yourself? I mean, you're 19.
Mom's money.
Oh, your mom's money when she passed? Was it insurance money or what she had in the bank?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was just there in the bank.
Okay, so it's like an account she had?
Yeah.
Does Zach have access to that too?
I try to get him to have access.
All right, so you do the finances and try to help Zach out as well?
Yeah.
The detective delved deep into Cruz's supposed mental health issues, which he was pretending to have. The detective also cleverly played along with him, making Cruz realize how absurd his act was.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a psychologist before?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have all the policemen, other than the circumstances, been kind of bad today? Have anybody treated you unfairly? No?
No.
Anybody even yell at you?
I mean, when I get pulled over, they have.
No, but I mean today.
No.
Did anybody yell at you?
No.
You know, do anything to scare you, other than maybe tell you to put your hands up? No? All right. Is there anybody whose number you know you want me to call?
I don't remember the numbers in my phone.
If you had your phone, who would you want me to call for you? Let them know where you're at.
Cruz's voice starts to lower as he realizes that the detective sees through his lies, and the seriousness of the situation begins to weigh on him. Sensing that they are getting nowhere, the detective decides to take a short break.
Something bad would happen to you from the voice for not listening to it?
Loneliness.
Huh?
Loneliness.
Loneliness? So the voice, listening to the voice was going to keep you from being lonely?
Yes.
Okay, so help me out with this, because again, I'm not trying to be a prick or anything like that, but
I know.
how does building a fire in a fire pit when you're listening to the voice keep you from being lonely? How does that work?
Because I have someone in my head who I can talk to about
Okay, so your loneliness is fulfilled by the voice. So he's kind of like an imaginary friend.
it. Almost. Yes.
Almost.
Yes.
But does he tell you good things to do as well? I think you already said he does sometimes.
No, that's just me.
That's just you?
The bad.
So why do you want to be friends with somebody who just wants to tell you to do bad things?
To have somebody.
Wouldn't you rather be alone than be with somebody who's telling you to do bad shit? That's like being around a friend who's always getting you in trouble. Why would you want a friend like that?
Because I have no one.
So you'd rather be in trouble than
No.
be lonely?
I don't want to get in trouble with the bad voices. It's just that I don't have anyone else.
You got your brother. I mean, you get along with your brother, right?
It's been, while we were growing up, he's been abusive.
What kind of abusive?
Name calling.
Okay, name calling. Shit, brothers do that every day of the week. Sisters too.
It was constant.
Okay, but you have a good enough feeling towards your brother where you share with him probably one of the only secrets that you have these voices, right? So you have a decent relationship with your brother, right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know if he cares about me.
Do you think your brother cares about you more than the voice cares about you?
I feel like the voice cares more about me than my brother.
Huh. Has your brother ever told you to do anything bad?
No.
No. Did the voice tell you to buy that AR-15?
Yes.
Did it tell you, hey, buy that gun, it looks cool? How many different kinds of guns did you look at before you decided to buy that gun? A lot? And was the voice helping you pick out the gun, or was it just you picking?
No, it was a voice.
Did the AR-15 get picked out because it was similar to the gun that an Army Ranger would carry?
No, it was because of the voice.
The voice
suggested. The voice.
Did you have a computer ever at the house? Because I had my partner looking back in the back.
I had a computer when I was with my mother.
Oh, okay. Do you remember ever posting something? Did you ever? You know what the Mississippian Guardian is?
What's that?
I don't know. I'm just asking. Something was posted under the username of Nicholas Cruz on the internet. And it said, I'm going to be a professional school shooter.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Was that you who posted that?
No. Wait, you said Missouri?
No, I'm just saying, it said maybe something towards like Mississippi. You ever lived in Mississippi? Ever been to Mississippi? I don't know. He's looking on that because on the internet somebody posted under your name, Nicholas Cruz, which is a somewhat common name, I guess. There's probably more than one of you out there. I'm going to be a professional school shooter, and it was posted. It was posted on September 17th. September 2007.
2017?
Yeah. So what month did your mom die?
November.
So this would have been something before your mom died. I'm not saying it's you. I'm just asking you if it is you. Do you remember ever posting anything on the internet like that? It may not be you.
No.
How about did you ever post any pictures holding any other kind of guns on the internet, like on Instagram or anything?
This detective is truly exceptional. Despite the crime Cruz committed, many others might have treated him differently. However, this detective is genuinely trying to assist and comprehend him. It's evident that they are a true professional at their job, showing care and understanding to reach a conclusion about this tragic incident.
3 shotguns, 2 rifles, and a handgun. How many other handguns other than the High Point?
I don't have any handguns. Just
Well, isn't the High Point is the 9mm is a handgun. It's a rifle?
They make rifles.
Okay. Well, you know more about High Points than I do. All right, so you needed all those guns to protect yourself from the voices, but the voice is in your head. How are you going to get the voice out of your head? With 3 shotguns, 3 rifles.
Just to keep him occupied so he doesn't do anything.
Did you have ammunition for all these guns?
Yes.
How much money do you think you spent over all these years on all these guns and ammunition? About
4,000.
4,000? When did you buy your first gun? How old were you?
18.
So was it just right after you turned 18, like on your birthday? Which one did you buy first?
Remington.
12 gauge? And you never took any of these guns to the range and practiced with them? Other than the AR, did you ever shoot the AK? How many magazines you got for the AK?
4.
4. You got ammunition for all 4? And they're all at brother's house? Where do you keep them?
Safe.
Safe? Is there a combination to the safe?
No.
It's unlocked?
It's a key.
Where's the key?
My drawer.
Your drawer at the house?
Yes.
With the drawer to what?
The safe.
Okay, but the key to get in the safe is in the drawer in the safe? Where is the key to open the safe?
Shelf thing.
Shelf thing of what? Like a desk?
A dresser.
Okay. Is it the only key on a ring, or is there other keys?
Just that one. And
Okay.
Yeah, just that one.
You keep the gun safe locked all the time? Why do you do that?
To protect myself.
Protect yourself from
And
what?
From my voice.
Okay. So you keep it locked to keep the voice from getting into the gun? Since me and you have been talking, have you heard the voices? What's it said?
Saying cut yourself.
For you to cut yourself. Does the voice like me?
Oh,
Does the voice like me?
he doesn't trust you.
Why doesn't he trust me? I'm pretty relaxed, ain't I?
I'm trying to figure that out too.
Well, what doesn't he like about me? I mean, I'm kind of grinning because I want to know what the voice's problem is with me. What doesn't he like about me? I treated you fairly. I've given you water. I talked nice to you. You know.
You're too nice.
I'm too nice. Yeah.
The detective persistently asked why Cruz purchased that specific weapon and what his intentions were with it. They were determined to find a reason and kept focusing on the voice behind his actions.
You tell that to your mom.
Because I don't want to scare her.
Yeah.
I do love my mom.
Yeah.
I do love my
Well,
mom.
then we're gonna. When did she pass away from again?
November.
Pneumonia, you said? Was she sick long? She was in the hospital?
I tried taking her to the. I told her to go to see a doctor. I
Did
tried to
she?
give her medicine.
What kind of medicine you trying to give her?
Cough medicine.
She died in the house?
No, the doctor told me that she drove to the Mediclinic, and they took her in, and they took her to the hospital.
Okay. And where was the clinic at? What city? Near your house?
It was CVS Mediclinic.
Okay. But where you were close to where you're staying at in Parkland?
Yes.
Okay, so she passed away in the clinic? Or she passed away at the hospital?
Passed away at the hospital. They took her to the hospital.
You remember which hospital?
Boca?
Boca?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Were you there when she passed away, or so was she in the hospital, like in a room for a couple days? You get a chance to talk to her?
Well,
Was she in like a coma, or what was she?
she talked to me.
Okay, but she was able to communicate?
She was able to communicate, but I didn't know what to think.
But it was pneumonia she died of.
Pneumonia.
And even when she was dying, you didn't tell her about the voices? You ever go to church?
I wanted to.
No, I'm saying ever in your life.
Yeah.
Do you believe in God?
I don't believe in God.
What do you believe in?
I feel like there's something.
Okay. But if you believe in demons, do you believe in angels? Angels is the good. Demons are the bad. When you say the word demon, you think it's an evil spirit? Or what do you think it is?
A voice. Demon voice.
Okay, but going back, do you believe that there's good angels and God and afterlife, and when your mom passed away, that your mom is somewhere right now?
I feel like there's an afterlife.
Okay, so do you believe your mom's somewhere, even though she's passed away, she's somewhere else? Okay. But you never went to church or anything like that?
No.
You ever just, maybe think about when you were hearing the voices, go to see a preacher or a priest or something like that?
It was just one day where I was riding my bike and the voice told me not to go anywhere, just to ride.
Uh-huh.
I stopped by the church because that was me. I wanted to stop by at the church.
Okay.
Just to sit there.
So what did you think you really had to do other than kill yourself to get the voice out of your head? You didn't think a priest or a church could help you? What did you think you had to do?
myself.
Okay, well, above and beyond all that, was there something else you could do to get that voice out of your head?
I don't know.
I'm just asking. Did you pray? You ever ask God to get the voice out of your head? Why not? You don't believe in God, or you believe there's something, right?
Just believe. I don't believe there's a God. I believe there's something.
Okay.
I know how to.
But the voice just doesn't like me because he thinks I'm too nice. Why do you think I'm nice? Why do you think I'm nice? Forget the voice.
The detective inquired about Cruz's mother, asking how she passed away and if she had any previous illnesses. Cruz mentioned that she was taken to the hospital from a CVS Minute clinic. The detective also questioned him about his religious beliefs. Cruz clarified that he didn't believe in God, but had faith in an afterlife or something beyond this life.
Last week.
Last week? If you're making $1,200 a week, why didn't you smoke marijuana every day to get rid of the demon?
Illegal.
It's illegal?
Yeah.
If it's illegal, it was illegal whether you do it once a week or once every 5 minutes. So why didn't you choose to get rid of the demon by doing it? Anytime you heard the demon, just light up a blunt. I mean, you had the money, man.
Because I knew it was illegal and I didn't want to do wrong, but he wanted to do wrong.
Okay. So the demon wanted you to do wrong, but then your good side didn't want to do wrong by smoking marijuana?
Even though I made him go away.
Even though it made him go away. Huh. Why didn't you go to a doctor to get a prescription for Xanax or marijuana? You could have got a medical prescription. Right? Did you ever think about that?
I thought it was illegal.
You get doctors can prescribe you marijuana now, and they can prescribe you Xanax. I don't even know how much of the population is on Xanax, but Xanax is probably one of the most prescribed drugs in the country.
I didn't know.
Why didn't you think about that? When you went and had your broken finger looked at by the doctor, did you tell him about your anxiety? No?
No,
What?
I was scared to tell him the truth.
And how'd you break your finger?
I fell off a porch.
What were you doing when you fell off the porch?
Running.
Running? Why were you running?
Because I was happy.
Whose porch?
Brother.
Your brother's? Where your brother stays at? Did you actually have a splint on your finger?
Cast.
Cast?
I removed it.
Hmm?
I removed it.
Well, I don't know why you didn't tell the doctor then you had anxiety problems and marijuana and Xanax cured your anxiety and made the demons go away. It seemed like an easy fix, man. If that's true. You sure you didn't like the demon voice?
I don't like the demon voice.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Then why didn't you go to a doctor to get rid of it?
I was afraid. I'm just afraid of people.
Why, well, forget that for a second. Let me ask you another crazy question.
Okay.
If was the demon there that night? Ian beat you up on campus?
Huh?
Was the demon there that day when Ian beat you up on campus?
Yes. He told me to go up to him.
Okay, so who did Ian beat up? You or the demon?
Me.
Okay, so why didn't the demon do something to stop it?
Why didn't it do it?
Huh?
Why didn't it?
I don't know. That's a good question, because the demon's telling you to do all these bad things. Why couldn't the demon get you mad enough to get the best of Ian?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Why the fuck? What the fuck?
I don't know. The demon's this
I don't know why.
all-powerful thing that tells you to do bad things, and you're afraid of it. Why didn't the demon just take over right then when Ian was getting the best of you and get the best of Ian? Well, why did the demon not do that? Why do you think?
Trying to figure it out.
I don't know. I can't figure it out either, because I don't think the demon exists.
Can I think?
I don't think it exists.
No, like. Can I think?
I think the go ahead, bud.
Am I able to like think to myself about it?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm asking.
Hey, you can think all you want. I'm just.
No, I'm just thinking about the demon.
Alright. Well, you want me? I'll leave you to think for a while, and then I'll come back and talk to you. I personally, I think you're using the demon as an excuse.
I'm not. I promise.
You could have stopped the demon.
Using marijuana or Xanax could have potentially reduced the anxiety caused by the demon. However, it's important to note that these substances should only be used with a valid medical prescription. Without proper guidance, marijuana or Xanax might have brought relief from anxiety, but the detective seemed to be sarcastic or skeptical about this idea.
All right, will you tell the voice that don't hit yourself in the head, because the attorney, the demon just requested I will stop talking to you.
I'm scared.
You're scared of what?
Scared of. Why the fuck wouldn't he protect me? Why?
What?
Why wouldn't he protect me, man?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't he protect me?
All right. Well, again, your demon wants an attorney. Does the demon know an attorney? Any name in particular? Okay. All right. Well, just relax. You're done talking to me. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Calm down.
Cruz made concerning statements, and for everyone's safety, he was restrained. He repeatedly expressed fear and being scared. As a precaution, Cruz was handcuffed and cautioned against causing harm to himself. When Cruz requested water, the officer provided it while taking necessary precautions. Although his brother was mentioned, contact was not permitted due to the arrest situation. The officer explained that they could only speak to Cruz if they expressed the desire to do so. They also warned Cruz about their statements regarding self-harm. Then the detective made an exception and let Cruz's brother see him.
All right. I did talk to Zach. He's right here. Okay. Well, listen up, though. If you want to talk to Zach because of some of the things you said, I'm going to have to sit in a room. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to ask you any questions. But I can't leave you two alone because some of the things you said about harming yourself.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to Zach?
Yes.
Okay, Zach, have a seat. And again, I'm not saying anything at all. So.
What do you think Mom would think right now? If she was. Cry. She would cry. People think you're a monster now. A monster? You don't have to, you're not acting like yourself. Like, why? Like, this is not who you are. Like, come on. Why'd you do this? Don't even laugh at me. Dude, this is. I tried to, what happened to your Instagram? I tried to text you, like, literally a couple of days ago, because I had this bad feeling in my heart. What happened to your Instagram? Why did you text me? Or what happened to it? Why'd you stop with your social media? People. What do you mean people, dude? Is irrelevant people. What? Who? Tell me exactly who. Who made you delete your Instagram? Who? People. What people? Just people. Do you think this is not even a game? You're not gonna wake up and be out of here. I know. You remember when we were in the hospital and I told you I had your back? Remember when Mom died? Remember we were walking down the hallway and I told you? You don't remember. You probably don't because you just did some fucked up shit. I told you when we were walking down the hallway, that's just me and you and I had your back. Alright, I know you probably feel like you have nobody, but I care about you. I literally would pour my heart out for you. I know I make it seem like I didn't care about you at all. I know I made it seem like when we were growing up that I hated you, I didn't like you. But truth is, I just didn't want to look like I didn't want to look weak. I love you with all my heart. Like I will tell you, I'm telling you right now, I love you. Alright, I know what you did today. Other people look at me like I'm crazy for you, and I don't care what other people think. Like you're my brother. I love you. I want you to. You can't. Why are you? Can I hug him?
Yeah. As long as you.
Yes, I love you too, bro. I know what you've gone through, bro. That's okay, bro. I know how you grow up. I know that people don't understand you, but I understand you. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't. I love you. You don't know what you want to do with your life. You didn't know what you wanted to do with your life. How did you not know what you want to do with your life? You talk about the army.
I know.
You talk about. I think that's really it. I mean, you never really told me about what you want to do with your whole life. You couldn't. Why would you jeopardize that? Like, you can't even own a gun now. You can't even. Man, it's not even about the gun. I don't know why I'm talking about that. You're only 19, dude. You know how many years you had ahead of you? You know how many years you had? Years. You're still stuck in your teenage mindset, and you did this dumb shit. You're not thinking about your future.
I still care for you.
What? I still love you.
Still love you too.
Bro, like, I mean, I wish I could have prevented this. Because I feel like this is a big part of, like, my fault also. Because, you know, we grew up together. Like, I know I was the nicest to you. I know I probably made you feel like shit. You told me that, I'm pretty sure that you told me that I made you want to kill yourself or something. And I'm sorry that I grew up being a dumb jerk to you and made fun of you and didn't want you to hang out with my friends, even though there's nothing wrong. Like, I think about it, like, I don't know, man. I don't even know how to talk right now. You can't even see Kobe anymore or Maisie. And that's what you would text me. You'd be like, "Oh, how are Kobe? How amazing? They're good." Like, dude, you had me, though. I swear, like, I even cried, dude. I think I've thought about, like, you killing yourself, and I cry about it. And by myself, I think, damn, like, this kid, like, if he killed himself, like, I would feel like shit, because this is my brother. Like, I love him.
I'm a failure, dude.
I mean,
no question about it.
nah, dude, you're lost. You're not in your head. Like, you're not with yourself. I feel like you're caught up in something in your head. You're not right in the head. That's for sure. You're not right in the head. Even though we chilled and, like, I've understood you, and, like, you remember those days when we go to the pool?
Yeah.
And we talk going there and walking back about crazy shit. Like, I liked hanging out with you, though, but you know, like, we have different, like, thought, like, we didn't really, like, I don't know, we do different stuff. That's why I wasn't always there. You know, I like to skate. You like to guns. You like guns. That's all I knew. I didn't feel it like that. I was like, man, I don't even want to leave. I want to.
In front of his brother, Cruz completely broke down. The weight of his loss hit him hard, and he fell apart emotionally. But his brother had a touching message for him. He urged Cruz to stay strong and positive, promising to visit him whenever possible. He encouraged Cruz not to give up, to keep pushing through, and reminded him that he is loved.
I don't care what other people think. I just want you to know that I love you, dog. Like, I really do. Like I feel like I had a better bond with you than Mom. Like,